Wanna rock and roll all night and party every day. Wanna rock and roll all night. All right, that's enough of that. Welcome to another edition of Andrew Turner Auctions. This is this week's auction. Figured I'd start with this big life-sized cardboard cutout of the band Kiss. Got some toys. Give you a little gander over here. A lot of Star Wars. Look at that. Platoon. I didn't know they made Platoon action figures. A lot of Star Wars down there. World War II shovel. Since I'm over here, I might as well finish this corner so I don't have to come back to it. Try to be judicious with the time. So we got a lot of Star Wars toys here, and they are dated like that. X-Wing fighter is dated 1978, which is awfully early for those who are into Star Wars stuff. This is dated 1979, Millennium Falcon. It's upside down. It's missing a lot of the the little covering panels. You know, you could pop a panel off and stuff. Got this cool old fridge, and it works. It's heavy. Big old ice box, if you will. General Electric, and I just turned it on, so it's firing up, gonna get cold, and it'll be cold for you on the auction. Or a preview tomorrow, Wednesday, 11 to 1. Go ahead and show you some of this. A lot of G.I. Joe stuff, and each one of those has little foot lockers, has clothes and weapons and things. All the stuff that you want and would need. Let's get going over this way. Get up near the front. Real nice rug hanging up there. Looks like some kind of door screen. Blue ribbon bread. Let's be friends. Let's have some bread. Let's break bread. Lots of Barbies. Lots of Elvis. Marilyn Monroe. There's all kinds of collectible Barbieage going on over here. Check out the photos for specifics. Look at that. Even did a, I guess it's a Barbie, or maybe it's just a, yeah, Black Label Barbie collector. But it's Farrah Fawcett in that famous poster that she did. Uh-oh, one of them fell down. It's a Marilyn Monroe one where her dress flies up. Barbie. So you Barbie collectors out there, these are cool photos of World War II aces, and they're signed. Real superheroes. Neat little dollhouse there. Got some cool tools and stuff. Couple of motorcycle seats. Check out the photos. There's two in there. One's Harley and another one's a different maker, but see if it'll fit your bike. Look at that. Really nice old phone. Hooked up to the ringer there. It's awesome. Oscar de la Hoya and Tito Trinidad. We've got a signed boxing glove also in the case, you'll see later. But those are, yeah, that's signed, that poster. I don't remember that fight. Elvis. There's a neat doll back there. It's Desi Arnaz. Kind of hard to tell. The box is in terrible condition, but trust me, it is. This thing's probably never been out of the box. It's a old Sansui. That's 4-channel stereo tape deck. Yeah, I don't think this thing's ever been out of the plastic. Look how it's all nice and wrapped up in plastic. Pretty cool. There's some lights, photo lighting. This is like a TV surround sound system. Got real cool speakers here. Sansui SP 2500s. I'm showing you the back, and there's the front. We couldn't hook them up because this bad boy, which is very cool, a Sansui QR 4500. Look at that. Gorgeous and phenomenal shape, except for it doesn't have the cord to plug it in. We have extra cords, but we don't have that kind of extra time go hunting for the right cord. Those who are into stereos, I'm sure that's an easy fix, and hopefully it'll work. You know, if it doesn't, you can bring it back within a reasonable amount of time. Can't like have it for months and then, hey, it ain't working anymore. Well, it was old, and how do I know you weren't blasting Kiss out of your system? Hey, see, I brought Kiss back into it. Hope Gene Simmons doesn't get mad or anything. Neat models back there, some cool old radios. See these a lot, but that one's in really good shape. A very popular radio, apparently. Then got these. These are really cool. Hopefully you can see them. Schlitz, real gusto. And that one says what? In a great light beer. So they're sconces. Hopefully you can see they're like, you know, shiny brass. And it's 2 lights. I'm not sure if we're selling them as a pair or if it'll be one at a time. It might be one at a time. That way, you know, if you really got to have them in your man cave, you're going to have to buy both. Neat little telescope here. Show you this. Almost bumped into this table. Just got maps. Check out the photos. I took so many photos. Not necessarily of these maps. I did a few to give you an idea. These are official U.S. report on the Civil War maps and renderings that were published in 1893. So you can see they're really good shape for being that old. That's over 100 years old. I could do that kind of math. Neat art here. There is some info. The photos have the info there. Neat, look like Chinese to me. Funny thing is, when I took the photos, this urn did not have a lid. So all these photos are of this urn with no lid. I found the lid. So in a back table in a flat, you wouldn't have been able to tell what the heck it was. Looks like a purse made out of a coconut. Very, very islandy. Neat cookie jar, McCoy. Some neat pieces there. That's a centennial of George Washington plate, so that's 1876. That's an old dish. I thought at first it said bicentennial because you usually see that kind of thing, but those are some neat items. Okay, let's get into the banks. We got banks again like we did last week. Really cool banks. Hopefully you can see those of you that are bank collectors might want to just go ahead and come on down Wednesday or an hour before the auction. We open the doors at 5, auction starts at 6 on Thursday. Yeah, you might want to get down here and check these out because these are phenomenal. Check out the photos. Took individual photos of each and every one of these banks, and some of them even have dates. We're talking 1890 and 1900, and I mean, it's ridiculous. Really good ones down here. There's one in particular. They're facing the wrong way, that way. But there's one, it's a baseball one. Check out the photos for it. We believe it's a bank that was it was done to look exactly like Ty Cobb. Ty Cobb found out about it, said, hey, you can't use my image like that. You didn't ask to use my image, and didn't pay for it, so they didn't make a lot of them. They're very rare. Here's a Nolan Ryan signed Astros jersey. Nolan Ryan. Everybody loves Nolan Ryan. One of the good ones. Played a long time. All kinds of neat stuff. There's a bunch of percussion stuff, rattles, drummy things. More banks. More banks. More banks. Neat. Look how clean those gas cans are. Look at that, tagaline. When you need to tag along, it's tagaline. I just made that up. Neat stuff in there. Got a black powder pistol, 44 cal. It's been modified for, according to the consigner, that it was modified a little bit to be more of a fast shooting cowboy shooter kind of thing. The action seemed like typical to me, but nice phone in there, nice machete with the pretty gosh darn elaborate leather scabbard. Neat stuff. Nice little green Buddha statue there. There's another Buddha statue. Buddha-licious. Ha! Get it? Neat. So this is some selenite crystal on a base that lights up. It's giving it that glow. Yeah, it's not like it's kryptonite and it's glowing and giving me radiation poisoning. This is kind of cool. I have to show this because I mean it just looks like a dumb little toy, but then you touch it on the bottom. Can you hear that? Yeah, Chewbacca. I love Chewbacca. Who don't like Chewbacca? Everybody loves Chewbacca. Some neat marbles. There's that glove signed by Oscar de la Hoya and everything. So very neat items. Again, more neat items in the display case here. Cool cannons, replica cannons. Now all of these are autographed photos and with some documentation of how they were gotten. Back there's one of Rocky Marciano and a dude that he Quarry. Not familiar with him, but that's pretty rare to find a Rocky Marciano. He didn't really write very good. There's a Jerry Lee Lewis. He did write good. Look at these old cans, old Schmidt beer. It's neat. Got all these pretty gosh darn cool graphics for a beer can. Neat pins. Got some sterling silver. Lots of coins. Check out all the coins there. Again, check out the photos for specifics. There's some neat coins, some Soviet money in there, some World War II German stuff in there. There's a tuba mouthpiece and some microphones. Neat stuff. Look at all that sterling rings. Real cool toys in here. Awesome. Trick toys, the tin ones, a lot of them, you know, made in Japan. There's a bunch of these comics of some girl named Tammy. Neat models, lots. As you can see, these are signed items. There's a signed pink shoe of, you know, so often can't even, I mean, it just looks like they're, you know, 87. Okay, I guess number 87. Like that's how they want to be known, by their number. Neat rocks up here. I mean, we've got great gems and minerals and specimens up here, and later in a back table there, you know, very good ones even back there, but these are like the pièce de résistance of the gems and minerals that we got up here. Awesome specimens, big crystals, crazy stuff. Lots of them are labeled what they are, so you can tell. Ammonite, or in however you say that. Polished agate disc. Neat. This is kind of neat too. An old rocks and minerals with specimens inside for your kids' enjoyment. Some neat fossils. Look at that old prehistoric fish. Even at Christmas, people calling me, trying to do a video here. Pardon the interruption. That was Andrew. He's probably worried about me or something. I don't know. It takes a long time to do all the photos, and I go as fast as I can. But with, I try to give you guys as much information as humanly possible. So, yeah, neat fossils there. I think I showed you the rocks down there. That's a weird planting pot. Some cool items back here. I'll just go ahead and, let's just go through it. And I'll work our way back to the furniture. We don't have a lot of furniture this time, but the furniture we have is awfully nice. Like brand new looking type stuff. Nice. Above average things. There's some neat stuff here. I like this guy. Kind of needs to be cleaned. See the turntable inside? That's pretty cool, boy. A Philco. An old Philco. Neat lawn chairs. There's a glass top table. Not sure if we're selling it as an entire set or just do the chairs and the table separate. I'm not sure. We'll see. That's the adventure. Coming to the auction, see what happens. Neat items on these tables here. Back tables. Let's get going on the furniture. Really nice buffet. Look at that sucker. Gorgeous. Little dresser with mirror. Looks like it had a chunk of marble that would have fit in there, and the marble's gone, so maybe you have a little marble that would fit. Cool church pew. That's neat. Really long. I think 2 people could lay down. And so this is made, I believe it was Norway, or it's Scandinavian anyway. It does have a tag. It's got a maker's mark. Beautiful. There's the maker's mark. So when you come in, look down there. I can't even read it, so I guess those of you who know your furniture might even recognize it just by that. This, I believe, is Smith Brothers. Gorgeous piece. Look at that. Sort of an L shape. Very well made. In fact, I'm gonna go ahead and show you the label. Smith Brothers of Bern. Look how clean. You can't, that's new. It's like a new couch. Here's another piece. One of the cool things about these, another Scandinavian maker and everything. And they do, sorry about my finger, they do kind of recline, just then they go back to position. So you can lean back in it if you want. Kind of got that nice modern look, and they're very well made. Not a blemish on them. Gorgeous. Very nice pieces. Got a few more pieces, furniture back here. I'm gonna do a flippity flop and show you this back table over here. Nice silver rimmed glassware. Looks like that would have held some kind of fire extinguisher. Really good albums. Lots of good albums. Look at that. And there's records in the sleeve. Hendrix. We'll miss you, Tom. Little Tom Petty there. Some nice pieces back there. Lots of bottles. I think we'll be selling them by the crate. You just get the whole crate with all the bottles in them. So if you're a bottle collector, you might want to check out each crate and see which ones you're going to want to go for. There's some Dr. Pepper sleeves in there. Show you this stuff back here. Got some military uniforms. Lots of stuff. Lots of stuff. Tons of artwork. If it's signed, I took a picture. I tried to anyway of the signature. Those are neat advertising pieces, World War II era, mostly dealing with aircraft, you know, and the different companies that made different things. For it's a nice black velvet painting of a stabbing of a bow. Too many items for me to try to rattle everything off. There's more great art back there. There's a lot of pieces that look like you got Bach. You know, there's a lot of composer type pieces. There's a cool etching of Beethoven on the side of a road in the woods, writing a piece, and there's a procession, a funeral procession where people were singing, and the priest is actually telling people to stop singing so that he can finish writing his little piece. That's probably a made-up story, but it's interesting. Beethoven was an interesting fellow. All of them were pretty fascinating to learn about. And you pretty much have to be a genius to write for a full-blown symphony, I think. Neat items over there. Try to give you at least a glimpse of everything. There looks like some Francoma plates, stack of 3. There's some nice green glass dishes there. Check out the photos. That's pretty cool. Weird little reel-to-reel player from the ancient times. Neat stuff. Those are nice for your wall. That's kind of nice and autumn looking, isn't it? It's that getting that time of year. It's Tuesday night here when I'm doing the video, and quite the cold day here Tuesday. So, oh boy, I don't want to miss this one. Tons of stuff. We got more of the costume jewelry. Flats, you get the whole flat. Lots of people have tons of stories of buying those and coming away with tons of stuff. So this consigner was a member of the, you know, Playboy Club, and back when that existed, and frequented it, and did a lot of different promotional things for Playboy, and a lot of different looks like 1960s era Playboy stuff, bunnies and everything else. Same consigner has a number of these prints of portraits that were done by an artist that there's all this information about. Was famous for doing portraits. Pretty neat. They're all signed F. Zaz, I believe. So, as you can tell, it's going to be another good one. Boy, if you're into gems and minerals and such, and banks and Barbies and Kiss, you're gonna have a good time. We got a little something for everybody, I think. So come on down and see us this Thursday. Like I said, doors open at 5. The auction starts at 6. Hope to see you all there. Y'all have a good one. Bye-bye.